jump in.
Thank you to everyone for joining us, both live and for the recording. We are thrilled to have you here today. We have an amazing woman that I sought out and have learned with in the past. Faye is a dear friend I met 20 some odd years ago through UCSD in San Diego, through integrative medicine. She is a beacon of light and transformation in the world. She's a certified Qigong master. She teaches a lot of empowering women, women's health, and she is going to be one of the presenters at the Perinatal Acupuncture Conference in May in San Diego. So without further ado, we're going to let Faye have the floor. Take it away, my dear.
Okay, thank you very much. And I'm so glad for those who got on earlier, we had a nice opportunity to have a chat, to talk a little bit. But first of all, happy spring, everybody. It is springtime. It's a rabbit full moon. How perfect, the rabbit energy with this class supporting the Perinatal Conference in May. You can't beat that. We're in the solar node. I don't know if you are familiar with the solar nodes that change every 15 days, the seasonal solar nodes. So we're right now in excited insects, and that's the one just before the spring equinox that's coming up next week. And so, so that gets excited by the three thunders. So, and we have a liver chi and yang chi rising together. The cherry blossoms are blooming. This is a powerful, powerful time of year. And today, in particular, we're going to ignore the equinox. We're going to not ignore that, but the full moon. So this is really an auspicious day for us to have a practice. So I was asking before, it seems that everyone who's attending here is an acupuncturist, which means you must have had experience with some Qigong training and or a Tai Chi Chuan. And sometimes many people gravitate to yoga. Yeah, Hatha yoga. And I regard Qigong as more like Kundalini yoga and Pranayama yoga than Hatha yoga. And so most of you, some of you have heard about women's Qigong or some approach to it, but we just haven't heard of it. And as I was saying it before, it's because it's just the way things are. It's more intricate than teaching an androgynous class or a male-oriented class, which quite frankly Tai Chi Chuan is. And I can speak from experience because I studied martial arts for 20 years before I gravitated to Tai Chi Chuan. And then I said, boy, I like the warm-up in the Tai Chi class. And oh no, that's Qigong, that's a whole separate system. And by the way, we teach a women's practice. Oh yeah, so that was 30 some odd years ago. So that was 1990 that I started my journey and just watched how Qigong has been, I can say developed, but how it became exposed in the United States and in the West. And the differences between the classical systems that I was taught initially and how it's taught now. There's quality. I'm saying the quality is still there, but I'm saying the content a little bit different. So we're going to jump right into doing the practice unless anybody has a specific question right now. Okay, and I'll try to leave some time afterwards, but what I really hope, just like your patients love how they feel after a treatment, how you feel after the treatment you're giving them, or how you feel after an energetic related practice. That's why I hope we end it. So we can, anytime you feel you want to ask a question, just ask it out, because I hope for this big finish of feeling like that, okay, and getting on with your day. So the practices, again, at the conference, we're focusing on the Nuzi Qigong, and that was from the NuDan document that was discovered recently and was written in the 1700s. The NuDan means women's internal alchemy practice. So I went to a conference at UCLA on it with academics and practitioners like myself and acupuncturists. I like to call you doctors of Chinese medicine. You are much more than what people think that you do until they experience you. So like a mix of professionals there who went through this document with a fine-tooth comb and to try to, because the translation is always a challenge. And so within it was a form called the Nuzi Qigong. And one of the Chinese masters, a woman master in China, her father introduced Qigong to modern China. So her father was key in getting Qigong in the map during that time. So she was able to recreate the form from that text. And so I was trained in that form and certified. So and that's what we're going to focus on in the conference. So we're going to do some of those movements today, but just like a general movements from other practices. So from my current master Liu He, we're going to learn the Daimai form. So every year, what we're planning to do at the Perinatal Conference is I'm going to introduce one of these forms that we're going to really spend the time, because we have 2 days to work on the form. So this is a sampling of all of those. So how's that? How does that resonate with everyone? All right. So again, with Qigong, you may stand or you may sit. You may even lay down. What nobody believes is that you actually can do the movements totally from your mind. You can move the Qi with your mind. Somehow it doesn't sit too well with residents, but working with as as Deb was saying, in hospitals and medical situations with patients with serious health concerns, that they start to become aware of that, that it isn't all the movement, it's the movement of Qi. So the movements aren't what's important. That's very difficult. It's the intention of it that's important. So therefore, whatever physical situation that you're in, you work around the movement. You feel the intention of it rather than, oh, I have to do it exactly like this. Okay, that's the difference. That's a martial art. You have to do it exactly like this. That's Tai Chi Chuan. Okay, so that's why this confusion comes in. Okay, so we can stand or sit. And those that have your cameras off, you can put them on so I can see you, or you can keep them off. You might be doing other things. So let's begin. We're going to just do an initial warm up here of tapping the meridians. So we put our left hand out, and with our right, we're cupping. So this is like Jim Yit. So we're not smacking, we're connecting, pulling out stagnation. So we start up the arm, down the center, tap back up, turn the palm up, tap down, and clap. Good. Other hand. Hello, Jeannie. Good. And now chest, long area. See, this is great. I don't have to tell you what we're stimulating. So outside of the legs, around the feet, tap up, lower dantian again, up. Good, last time. And for those just joining, welcome. Just want to tell you we're doing the exercises, but you go your own pace. The intention of the exercise is more important, and be very sensitive to any physical adjustments you need to make for yourself. It's not going to deny you the full benefits. So first, we're going to start with Chi Bath. This is a very common movement. We're going to add something more. So you might be familiar. Our feet are apart, so relax. You do know this is the basic stance. What's happening with my thing here? Yeah, okay. And so the arms come out. So we're not doing this. We are feeling the earth. So the arms come out. We just want to feel like we're floating, 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 pulling the energy, the strong spring energy, that yang qi rising energy, upward, upward, upward. And we connect up to the sky, to the celestial energy, the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets. And we bring our hands down. Good. So Janine, you need to mute, darling. Thank you. So again, so when we come up, we want to feel like we're inhaling energy of the earth, connect with the energy in the skies, the heavens, and we bring it down. So first we're going to be washing the chi bath, releasing all stagnation. Good. And then this last time, beautiful, by the way, those I can see, your movement is gorgeous. And now we're going to bring in the chi through our bai hui. We're bringing it down our central channel. So as we go down the central channel, we're bringing in our palace of higher consciousness, the upper dantian, continue down to the throat area, continue down to the middle dantian, and to the yellow cord, continue down into the energy of the uterus. Okay, so one more time up. So this is a difference. So we're focused lower dantian, lower dantian, lower dantian. But as we know, it's connection with the uterus. And we focus on that in women's Qigong. And we say the energy of the uterus because, as we know, for older women, some have had surgery. Good. One more time. But the energy, as we know, remains. Good. And last, and we rest our hands. So you all have your own practice. So wherever you're comfortable with, but it's in the navel area. So a little bit lower if you can, but whatever you're more comfortable with. Good. And next we're going to connect. We have our full moon day. We're going to connect this time. We come up with the moon. So our shoulders, so those reading the book, I forget the name of it too, that Kathy was mentioning. They have nice description of that connection. So we want to feel like we're funneling that energy in again, down through our central channels. And then we want to feel like the moon is right between our palms. So be holding the moon. So we're going to turn from the waist. So again, this is also a Dhamma exercise. As we turn to one side, it's from the waist, so the pelvis stays forward. Good. And then the hands come down, comes down to the Dhamma. Good. And then we slowly turn towards the other side. And then up. Good. And then we come back to the starting position. Wonderful. So make sure your shoulders are relaxed, your arms are relaxed. The moon itself is very heavy. If we'd be crushed if we were holding it. So it's just the energy, the light, that luminous and beautiful light. So one more time, we turn and we want to feel Again, like we're holding the moon as the arms come down. And so this could be many, many things that we could be visualizing as we circle around as it goes through the different phases. So our hands down is the new moon. And as our hands come up, it's the full moon. Good. One more time. And around. Good. Beautiful, everyone. And up. Good. Now we're going to reverse. Turn to the other side. So again, it is the dhamma, it is the waist that's moving. We think of, as we're moving the arms, more of the elbow giving direction. The shoulders remain absolutely relaxed. Inhaling up, beholding the moon, the full moon, exhaling down. Good, and last time. Up, good, very good. And then from here, once again, you slowly bring the hands down. And we want to rest it in our heart center. So this next series of exercises are from the Nutsa. The full form we'll be going over at the conference. And you could see the therapeutic benefits of them. So we start first with nourishing the heart. We know how important the heart center is to women's health. And so we all know where the Tenzong is, center here. And we want to align our hands so our low gong is aligned with the nipples, our middle finger with the Tenzong. And so we're going to open the hands. We open the arms, and then we gather in. Good. So we want to inhale to open, receive, release, initiate, and relax as we gather, and bring in. So as the hands are coming out, we're releasing stagnation and we're opening. And then we gather in the refreshed, renewed energy, the chi, into our heart. And of course, our nipples as energy gates as well. And we gently inhale. Good. And exhale. And as with all breathing in this particular system, we're doing purification breathing. So that's inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And that's through the diaphragmatic breathing, not contracting or pushing out muscle. We do have those breathing techniques, but not particularly for this form. Good. And this last time, align the center of the palms and then rest at your heart center. Just smile. Good. From here, we're going to place our breast inside the palms, again, the nipples to the low gong, and raising up so the middle fingers are all aligned on this plane. Good. And so what we're going to do is, actually, before we do this, let's do the first one, which is a warm up to this one. Sorry about that. So we're still here. And so we're going to circle around the center of the palms. And now we're going to massage the uh, uh, the lymph nodes that are around the breast. So let's do that first. So as we do this, again, it's not with shoulders. We're relaxing. We're letting the elbows, like somebody's pushing your elbows up. We go down the breastbone, underneath the breast tissue, around, underneath the armpits. Again, we know we're gentle when we're dealing with the lymphatic system, and then down again to the heart. So we inhale up, exhale down. Of course, this gets blood into the breast tissue as well. I didn't have time to look at his name, but there's been studies about how healthy this is for women's health to do these breast massages, and also for relaxation as well. And now we're going to reverse. So we go up gently underneath the armpits, underneath the breast tissue. Align the center of the palms at the heart center. And then from here, like we're going to open the heart center, the elbows come up. Good. And then we continue. So these were also exercises, again, working in hospitals, that the nurse health navigator said this is great, especially women. It's for prevention, of course, of breast cancer, but also helping in recovery. Good. And then we rest at the heart center. Good. So next, so up to opening the nipples, we're going to, again, we're going to think of it like on a physical level, but also an energetic as well. So we start with our palms on the sides, and we gently push the breasts together until the nipples are in the center of the palms again on the low gong, and that the middle fingers are right on the heart center. So it's a gentle massage, and then just to release, we'll start this way. So we inhale, exhale, inhale, press the heart, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good. And once again, we place our hands on top of the heart center. Yes. Now from here, we're going to open the conception vessel. This is something I'm sure you wouldn't do every single one, but we can gently in treatment, but we could very gently, we very gently do this. And I'm only going to do this a few times because, as you know, this is very powerful, addressing all of these points all at once, all together. It's a big, big opening. There's several of them. So just very gently, we're going to maybe do this once or twice. So with the heel of the palm, so we're starting at the notch at the top of the breastbone. Inhale and gently just go straight down to the pubic bone. So one, inhale up, two, inhale up, three. Very good. So what we like to do is pause where, again, linear time and Qigong are not good friends. So I'm trying to have you experience a number of these, but we like to really rest between each one so that you can feel the impact of what we're doing. So again, it's the movement is not in itself; it's the energy that the movement is opening up and cultivating. That's what's important. And of course, when we wait, the chi permeates, the chi starts responding. You could start to feel the body responding to it. All right. So next we're going to open the Dhamai. And this is from the Dhamai form. And we look forward to offering that future conferences. So it's very simple. We're going to massage outward from the navel. We're going to circle around. So outward, outward, outward. We continue around the back. Outward, 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 then inward, 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 outward, out, outward, out, outward, outward, outward to the Ming Men, and then closing inward, 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 out, outward, 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 inward, inward, inward. Last time, outward, outward, out, outward, 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 inward, 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 inward. Good, very good. So another movement from from the I don't even remember the name from form, but the this is reeling silk. So reeling silk, again, it's a common name. It's used in martial arts. It's used in other types of Qigong. But this one is reeling silk around your Dhamma. So the movement is like this, the hand movement, and then we'll move with the arms. Okay. So it's like we're bringing it around. It's like a web, like we have our Spider-Man web, which is the silk. And so palm on top. So let's do this all together. So left hand's on top and right's underneath. So the left hand comes forward, the right hand comes up, and then invert the hands. Then right hand down in front, left up, circle around. Good. So that's the movement. Inverting the hands. Anything close to that is fine. Good. So it's protection. And that's the in the Dhamai form. Actually, yeah, we have time. We because you're practitioners, we're moving very quickly with this. I'll do the chi cocoon for protection. It starts with the Dhamai, but let's just start with this exercise first. So we're going to turn So when we turn again, we're not turning with the pelvis, it's from the waist. And you could feel the stretching of the meridian, also great for the liver with this movement. So we're turning from the waist as we go to one side and we're building. So you can feel like we're inhaling up, exhaling down. Right, so we don't want to forget that pacing. Good. And then keeping the arms in the same movement, turning from the waist, we turn to the other side. Good. So we think of the elbows against shoulders, relax. So the elbows are leading. Good. And again, turn back one more time. Good. So now from here, we're going to reverse the direction. So now the left hand's on top, the right's on the bottom. Now the left hand goes forward and the right hand comes up. Good. So that should reverse it. Good. And now from here, we turn, we go around, we continue. Good. And we turn back to the other side. Good. And then last, we turn back again one more time. Good. And so now from here, we have one hand on top of each other. And so now we're just going to keep the hands stationary as we turn, and we're just going to go just past the navel area. Then we invert the hands and we go the other side. So each time we want to make the distance smaller and smaller and smaller. Good. So now from here, we can bring the chi down into the uterus area, lower dantian. And so we're going to do the spiraling motion 7 times down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then up, reverse direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Bring the chi in. Good. And then a spiraling dantian massage. So around the navel, we're going to be spiraling. And each time we're going to expand the spiral. So this is opening. Again, all this to open and receive, refresh, renew chi. And what I didn't mention on the first day or two of menstruation, it's not recommended really to do anything except to rest and not to do these types of exercises. Might be a little too much. And then, so when we're at about the bottom of the breastbone, we're going to reverse and to start bringing the spiral in. Dantian Hong Fang Gong. Emitting the fragrance. The name of it just got to me. This from emitting the fragrance form. And just rest. How's everybody doing? How's everybody? You feeling it? Yes. Okay, good. Good. I hope you can all take a nap after this class. Okay, good. All right. So let's do the exercise since we have that full moon energy. This is the Qi cocoon, and it emanates from the Dhamma. So we're going to start, we're going to be moving downward, and then we end moving, protecting the body up on the top, and then we can bring that full moon energy right inside. So the movement with the hands, how we're creating it again, the chi from the logo, and just to feel the chi between your hands, right? So this is how we're going to build our cocoon. And the same again with turning. We're keeping, it's just the waist that's turning. We try to keep the pelvis forward again, that counter movement. Good. And then we turn to the other side. And you can go around as far as comfortable. And we are going around the back to the Ming Men, although to actually physically do it might be a little too much. So you can, in your mind, bring the chi there. Bring the chi there with your mind. As we bend down, it's easier to go the 360. And each time as we repeat this segment, we lower the hands a little bit. So this is your own pace. There's no numbers. Do this 10 times. None of that. You feel it for yourself. So for those that are ahead, you don't have to go with my pace, but when you do get down towards the ankle level, then we start to go around the feet. So from the outside, you just keep making the cocoon around each of the feet. And then you end, again, aligning your Gong on top of the instep, which you know is the other side of where the bubbling well is. So it's aligned with that. Good. And now from here, we're going to slowly come up. So we're not doing a cocoon now. We're just raising ourselves up, push up from the legs again. Tailbone tip coming down is what's raising your upper torso. So again, shoulders are relaxed. So feel the energy bringing you up rather than your shoulders being lifted up. And we go back again around the waist, around the Dhamma. And now we continue to go up a little bit each time. Good. And then we end with our hands above the head. And once again, connect with the power, the lunar power of this full moon, the rabbit full moon. And the rabbit's up in the moon making its potions. In our culture, we're programmed actually to see the man in the moon. In Chinese culture, there's the rabbit in the moon, and the rabbit's an alchemist. So we're just going to connect with that energy. Good. And then from here, we bring our hands once again down. And align in the uterus area. Align your hands. Good. Okay, so from here, let's rub our hands. And so massaging the quad, I'm sure you're used to this exercise. In the Nutsa, we actually go further in. And so with the blade of the hands, we massage. And we want to be very careful and very gentle with this. Good. And to stop. I had a student from Slovenia that came to study with me, and she had a very male teacher over there, and Tai Chi, Qigong, but so Tai Chi. And so she did this form like she was learning the Tai Chi form. She didn't want to go through the whole form. She had to memorize the movement, and then you go on. And this exploded her because she was cultivated. It's like, where's the chi gonna go? Where's the chi gonna go? She wasn't given this information for her feminine energy. So she was out for a week. Seriously, she had to lay down because she was so cultivated. There's all that chi, but it was missing these keys that are presented here. The key for the women's uniqueness of our energy system to be cultivated. So that's why I say, everybody, be careful. After that experience, be careful, be careful, be careful. I don't have to tell you. It's your business, you know. All right. So we're going to now go into some seasonal Qigong. And this is from the Jade Woman Qigong. And a goddess spreads flowers. So the Jade Woman Qigong we do in springtime because it focuses on the liver qi. And this is a beautiful movement to it. So we start with one foot forward, the other foot is back. I'm showing you, and also because some people, I can't see you doing it, I'm showing a modified follow along version. There's another version in terms of the stance, so we'll just take something easier. And so this is like arrow stance if you took Tai Chi Chuan, or it's a basic stance that's used. And what we're going to do, and I'll show you the movement first because you'll be bending down so you can see it. Thank you. Oh, Kathy. Yes, Kathy, you'll get the recording. Okay, so from here, as we bend down, so we're bending the rear knee, and our hands are going to come down, and we're going to exhale. Okay, so we're releasing liver, gallbladder through the bubbling well. When we come up, we're going to bring up fresh, renewed chi that's coming up, and then we're going to rest our hands on the bottom of the ribs. So what we are stimulating, as you could see, is the liver 13. We've added 14 for this year, especially the gate of hope, and back to the gallbladder, the related one, the capital gate, I think it's called. Okay, so we want to really massage that. And then coming up the center, and keep up, 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 up. Our eyes again for liver chi. And then we spread the flowers. Good. And then we gather. And then we bring the hands down, and we're going to repeat again. So around the waist, we bend the rear leg, front leg is straight, not locked. Be on your heel. Remove stagnation. Bring up refreshed, renewed energy, yang qi energy. Sound. Up, 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 up. And spread the flowers. Good. We're going to change feet. We're going to do the same on the other side. All right, so we come down. Okay, rear knee bends as we bend forward, beyond the heel, so your toes are up. Exhale, release stagnation. Inhale, bring up, refresh, renewed chi, liver channels. Massage. Continue up, heart, eyes, and spread the flowers. Good. And one more time, down. Energy up. And spread the flowers. Good. And we bring this down. And next, jade snake dancing. This is You're the Snake. So we have to add that in. So from here, we're going to bend our hands like this. So our left hand is up, the right is down, left hand's on top. Okay, so it's like we're swinging a bat again from the waist. We turn to the left, then invert the hands, and we were going to bend down a little bit. So now like middle, the middle, and the sanja, the middle. Good. Invert the hands. Now over the knees, staying that same level, invert the hands. Over the knees, the other side to the right. Now the head of the snake emerges. So we're going to turn now, so the fingers now are facing forward. So going down 1 and up, middle, 2, upper, 3, up, good. And you bring that down. Very good. So we're going to end with Goddess Flying to the Moon. And this is the end of the Jade Woman Qigong. It's really quite lovely. So we start when we're doing the movement. So we start here. Our left hand is, our right hand's going to be up, and just feel the energy of the heavens. And again, today, that full moon, chi, the moon, the lunar cycle relates to women, relates to women's cycles. And that cycle stays with us even when menstruation ends. It's all with this connection to the moon, the divine feminine. Also related to the feminine energy is the earth. So from your elbow, we bring the hands down, connecting to the energy of the earth, the most associated with women energetically, where that energy nurtures and gives birth. And now from here, we're going to make the Tai Chi symbol, the big circle. So relax the shoulders. And we circle around. So we make the circle. And then we're going to divide it like the S in between. And step back with your right foot, or whatever foot you started with. And from here, with our hands in the heart, Shoyin, that's the Chinese word for mudra. By the heart center, make sure you're relaxed. Feel the energy in your fingertips, your palms, your low Gong. And as we say together, we're going to recite this 3 times. I am in the moon is in me. I am in the chi is in me. I am in the moon is in me. I am in the chi is in me. I am in the moon is in me. I am in the chi is in me. here we step up. So we bring all the chi, all the energy we've cultivated this past hour deep inside to our energy being and center, center, center. And observe. So from here, again, massage your lower dantian. With your hands together, chi facial. Good. Rub your hands together again and massage your knees. Rub your hands together again. Massage your Ming Men, your lower. Your Ming Men, your lower back, your kidneys. Rub your hands together again. Just tap around your face, your head. Rub your hands together again. With your index and middle finger, massage the front and back of your ears. Rub your hands together again. And massage your throat, the throat chakra. Speak our truth. The thyroid, the thymus. And thank you for practicing Qigong.
All right. Thank you, Faye. That was lovely. That was so nice. I really appreciated that. And it's nice to get to do that in the middle of the day.
Yes,
So,
ritual.
yeah, well, Faye is going to be one of our 7 teachers at the Perinatal Acupuncture Conference in May. I put a link there if anybody's interested. We'd love to see you there. We're getting close to the end of registration. So I did put in, there's a code. You just put in the word class in capitals and you'll get $50 off. If you're a student, even if you're working on your doctorate, put in the word student, you'll get a bigger discount. Yeah, and we'd love to see you and get to do more Qigong with Faye in May. Hey, it rhymes. Is there any questions? Anybody has any questions or anything they wanted to ask?
Your chi is beautiful.
I
Really.
feel very cheat up. I love it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because we have the keys to access the uniqueness of our energy system. And this applies to anything that you do in mind body. These are the keys that we have. And yeah, so good. Go forth.
Go forth and spread your chi to the world. And we
All
hope to see
right.
you
And you're
again.
healing. And it's been an honor to be here and to be with all you beautiful healers. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day. Bye,
Bye
everyone.
bye. 再见. Bye bye.